All right, let's get into it. Right under our feet and hidden behind our walls, there's this incredibly complex network of pipes. We depend on it every single day, but we pretty much never think about it. Well, that is until something goes terribly wrong. So, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the drywall and uncover the hidden world of your home's plumbing.
It's a really good question, isn't it? Because I guarantee you those pipes have a story to tell. A story about how old your home is, what kind of environment it's been through, and maybe, just maybe, some potential problems that are brewing just out of sight.
So, to really wrap our heads around these challenges, we're going to zoom in on a specific case study, the city of Downey, California. Now, its story is a perfect snapshot of the issues that tons of older communities are facing, and honestly, it holds lessons for homeowners pretty much everywhere. Yeah, this slide really sets the stage, doesn't it? A lot of the homes in a place like Downey went up during that big post-war building boom, and back then, the go-to materials were galvanized steel and cast iron. Now here's the kicker. That stuff has a lifespan of about 50 years. That means a huge number of these houses are, well, they're living on borrowed time. It's not just about age, though. It's really a combination of things creating a perfect storm. First, you've got those old pipes, and they're corroding from the inside out, where you can't see it. Then you add in hard water, which creates mineral buildup. It's like plaque in an artery, just choking off the flow. And finally, even small temperature swings, year after year, cause the pipes to expand and contract, slowly weakening every single joint. See? A perfect storm for failure. Okay, so all of that's happening behind the scenes, but how does it actually show up in your house? Let's talk about the real-life warning signs your plumbing system might be giving you when it's in trouble. You know that weird gurgling sound your toilet makes sometimes after you flush? Yeah, that's not just a cute little quirk. It's often a sign that your main drain line is partially blocked and is literally gasping for air. It's one of the earliest cries for help you'll get. Now, this one's a bit sneaky. If you get your water bill and it suddenly spikes for no obvious reason, you really need to pay attention. You could have a hidden leak somewhere, in a wall, under the floor, even beneath the foundation of your house, just silently wasting water, and of course, your money. Okay, this is one you absolutely cannot ignore. If you see a brownish stain starting to appear on your ceiling or your wall, it means there is an active leak somewhere above it. The water's already soaked through the drywall, and trust me, that problem is not going to fix itself. Ugh, nobody wants this. Those nasty odors wafting up from your drains, they are way more than just an annoyance. They often point to a real problem with your sewer line. Maybe a clog, or even a break that's letting sewer gas vent back into your home. Not good. And this brings us full circle, right back to those aging pipes we talked about at the beginning. When you turn on your tap and you see brown or rusty-looking water, yep, you are literally seeing the inside of your old galvanized pipes flaking off into your water. It is a crystal clear sign that they're corroding and they really need to be replaced. All right, so we've covered the problems, but how did the pros figure this stuff out without, just tearing your whole house apart? Let's look at the modern tech that takes all the guesswork out of plumbing diagnostics. This technology right here is an absolute game changer. A plumber can feed this tiny high-res camera deep into your drain and sewer lines and see exactly what's going on. Is it a clog? Are there tree roots? Is the pipe broken? They can see it all, and they can pinpoint the precise location. No more digging up your entire yard based on a hunch.
Now, when it comes to actually cleaning those pipes, there are really two main ways to go. You've got snaking, that's the classic method. It's basically a mechanical corkscrew that just punches a hole through a simple clog. But for the really serious buildup, grease, scale, even tree roots, there's hydrogetting. This thing uses incredibly high-pressure water to blast the inside of the pipe clean, restoring it almost like new. It doesn't just poke a hole, it cleans the whole thing. So knowing about the tech is one thing, but what about the actual experience of calling for service? Let's be real, it can be pretty stressful. So let's just demystify what a professional process should actually look like. Any reputable company is going to follow a clear three-step process. First, you call, they assess your situation and get a technician headed your way. Second, and this is so important, they diagnose the actual problem and give you a written estimate that you have to approve before any work starts. Then, finally, they do the repair, they test everything to make sure it's working, and they clean up the area. The big takeaway here? No surprises, period. And this right here, this is really the foundation of trust. Upfront, transparent pricing means you know exactly what a job is going to cost before a single wrench gets turned. It completely protects you from those dreaded hidden fees, and it puts you in control so you can make an informed decision about your own home.
All right, let's wrap this up by looking at the bigger picture. Because understanding your plumbing, it's not just about fixing leaks when they happen. It's about proactively protecting what is, for most of us, our single biggest investment, our home. I know. Building codes and permits can sometimes feel like a bunch of bureaucratic red tape, but honestly, they are your best friend. They make sure that any work done on your home meets strict safety standards. This is what protects you from really scary stuff like gas leaks or water contamination. And it saves you from massive headaches down the road, especially if you ever decide to sell your house. So the big question, what does all this stuff cost? Well, it really boils down to three main things. First is complexity. Are we talking about a simple little leak fix, or are we talking about repiping the entire house? Second is accessibility. Is the problem right under the sink where it's easy to get to, or is it buried inside a concrete slab? And finally, materials. You can go with standard parts or premium parts that are designed to last a lot longer. Understanding these factors really helps you see why one repair might be pretty cheap and another one can be a whole lot more. So that leaves us with one last thought. After everything we've talked about, understanding your home's age, recognizing the warning signs, and knowing what professional service really looks like, you can kind of shift your whole perspective. So is your home's plumbing just a ticking clock waiting for the next disaster, or is it a vital system that you are actively protecting as part of your investment? After all this, the knowledge is now in your hands.